Hello guys, welcome to Mark Bajerski YouTube channel. I hope you can hear me guys. Cheers, good morning. Now I'm gonna have a little coffee, cheeky coffee. The reason why is I'm feeling a little bit tired. I worked on a load of crystals last night, Moldavites on my website, and I was up till probably about 2:30 to 1:45 and then fell asleep. So I worked very hard yesterday and last night on some lovely crystals. I keep getting the same messages over and over, and that's how do you cleanse and clear crystals? How do you energize crystals? How do you do this with crystals, that? How do you keep them in good energy? So I thought, let's do a little workshop. As all of you know, I have the Pure Energy Healing Academy here, and people come from all over the world to learn all about crystals, how to work with them. So this is like a little 10, 15, 20-minute video of the whole of the 4 days of working with crystals and becoming a pure energy crystal healer. So I'm excited to share this little bit with you. These are just some of the things that I have learned over 15 years, as many of you know now, I've said it enough times, with my thousands of clients. And it is a beautiful journey when you awaken to crystals. So first thing I do is, without even realizing, many years ago, I took some dark chocolate and took a little bite. I haven't had chocolate for a long time. And the reason why is because I wanted to cleanse my body, free from sugar. That's the highest, it's like 90%. Really bitter. But chocolate grounds you. So if you're constantly working on a very high level of attunement, of trying to channel right information, working with that energy, sometimes you need to ground yourself to cut that off to live an earthly life. So chocolate was definitely important to me. And now I'm doing this. This is more about practical rather than channeling, okay? So this is how I work. So I'm gonna have a coffee and we're gonna start this little lovely workshop together. Welcome to Mark Bajerski's workshop with crystals. Okay, after that, like half of the people would have switched off now. I think this guy's crazy. And half of you guys already know I'm crazy, so you put up with that. Okay, here. And welcome. Oh, nice coffee. Okay guys, I'm going to share with you only a section of how to clean and energize and work with crystals to their highest form, and obviously how to maintain the crystal and how to connect to the crystal in a way of cleansing, clearing, energizing, all the products that I use and other things today. So I've got a bunch of crystals here that, like normal, most days, I take a bunch of crystals that I think need a little bit of energy work, a little bit of cleansing and all of those things, okay? So on the table here are a multitude of crystals, from the most beautiful crystal called Moldavite, a crystal here called Tektite, which is very interesting, and I'll share the reason why I'm going to talk about this one separately. And all the other crystals, Herkimer diamond, a piece of pyrite. This is a very interesting crystal I've got here. I can never pronounce the name, orpiment, something like that. But as you can see, this crystal is beautiful. It's yellow. And every time I clean it, clean the silver around here, it goes black again. And the reason why is because there's arsenic, arsenic inside this crystal. And you would think, oh my God, you have to be careful with that. Well, legally speaking, I think you have to say to people that this is a danger, so don't touch it too much. But I work with it a lot. I love this crystal. It's very powerful and it has a real anti-oxidizing energy in my belief. So if I'm feeling my immune system down, I work with this crystal. Now, I always wash my hands, you know, just in case, but it's an interesting crystal. It's from China. And yeah, we're going to talk about all of these and how to cleanse and clear them. This looks like a sliced agate, which is nice. amethyst, and just a few others. So, should we begin? Are you ready? I'm a bit excited. Okay, I'm gonna take you through the process of how I cleanse, clear and strengthen all these crystals, okay? I work primarily on the energy of intuition, and if I have all of these amazing tools in front of me, I won't have an ABC. I will intuitively use whatever feels right at the right moment. Because each crystal that you work on per day is going to be worked on in a completely different way than last week. So this week I bump into Auntie Jean. Auntie Jean's crying because she's just lost a little doggy. You give her a cuddle, you feel her pain, her suffering. You go away, you come home, and then you'll feel a certain energy that is needed to cleanse and clear your crystal. So you may go for salt and in water, you may go for rice, you may go for this, that. So the following day, you meet somebody and you're energized, both laughing and joking and happy and stuff. And then you come back and you think, oh, I'd just like to continue energizing and keeping this crystal clear. So you will place it on another crystal. So there's so many reasons why I would say to you, don't listen to me. Use all the information and then listen to your higher self. So let's begin. I have in front of me a Moldavite. This Moldavite was working with me last night. I want to now cleanse it slightly. It doesn't need too much cleansing work. So how would I do that? I'm looking around and feeling. The first feeling I get is I just want to give it some energy of oil, of cleansing. So the first feeling I thought about was the sacred oil. And then I thought, oh, no. And then I went, my Moldavite oil. So that makes sense. Moldavite oil, 3 drops, 1, 2, 3. It's a fairly big piece. Rub that in my hand and then get a little bit of here, and then rub it on like that. And then put it in my hand and hold it. Always when you are energizing and strengthening your crystal, always do it when you're at the happiest and strongest, okay? So for maybe 5 or 10 minutes, I just hold that crystal and put good thought into my body, into myself. Think of good things, think of powerful things, think of you skipping down the street, think of you being powerful, anything like that. After 10 or 15 minutes of a meditation type feeling of focused energy, of you being happy and strong, that very energy goes into the crystal. That then is now energized to a high vibration. Never do it if you're feeling down or sad. Always use the crystal to help you feel better when you are down and sad. That's the whole point. But then when you're happy, make sure you take the crystal and then do the same. Give the crystal back your happiness. So it's a partnership. Now, when I finish with that, I'm going to now put that on somewhere. Now, do I want to put it on this crystal to continue the good energy, or do I want to use a different crystal? Yes, I'm looking at the pyrite, the large pyrite. So I'm going to just lay the Moldavite on the pyrite, and that's done. I would leave that there for a full day or a day or two, something like that. That is the most amazing oil in the world as well. Moldavite oil, wait till you get it, guys, it's amazing. Okay, all of a sudden now I've got a feeling that I love this crystal. This is one of the most powerful crystals in the world, like Moldavite. This is an all-seeing, all-singing and dancing crystal. It's called Herkimer Diamond. Worked with this Herkimer Diamond through the 4 days pure energy healing course of crystals. So I use this on 2 or 3 people on their third eye. So now I just want to cleanse this crystal, and I feel I just want to go straight to the rice, and then I put it into the rice and leave it. Rice has an amazing ability to absorb any negative energy from within the human body, but it also has a great energy too to absorb any negative energy from a crystal. So I would leave that in there for a day or 2 and just allow that to sit in rice. Mother Nature always gives us what we want. there is another thing that you can use that springs to mind. Go into Mother Nature, dig into Mother Nature, put your crystal inside Mother Nature, cover it, leave it for 2 days, come back again, take it up, it will be energized as well. A very powerful Mother Nature cleanser and clearer of negative energy. Moving on to Tektite. Tektite is the only crystal that I believe is a self-cleansing crystal. And people often say that's not true and I don't believe that. Well, let me tell you guys, 15 years working with Tektite, I have never had to cleanse or clear this crystal. What I noticed when this was around my clients when they were on the crystal course is that the negative energy that was being sucked in through the practitioner, it would go into the crystal and disperse. I could see it dispersing. It was a very faint, unusual energy. And like any other energy of a crystal, when I was watching them working with, say, an amethyst, I could see that crystal losing its energy of power because what was happening inside this crystal, it was absorbing energy of some way. When I say absorbing, not as much as the Tektite, but it was creating another unusual energy, what wasn't the same vibration that I looked at when I first had energized this crystal. Once I took this crystal and maybe cleansed it in some way, it then vibrated in the same way that I originally saw it. So what I noticed really fast over the years, that crystals were changing their vibration when I looked at them as they were cleansing and clearing and healing clients, or when it was on them. So I do believe in cleansing and clearing crystals to bring them back up to their energy, their true energy form. So there is another way as well. If you just grab your crystal, I have an amethyst here and I have this amethyst in my hand. This amethyst is charged, okay? So if this amethyst is vibrating at a high vibration and this is a low vibration, like the human body, which is made up of crystals because they're made up of water, and in water every drop has a crystal, so we are crystal. If you vibrate at a high level of energy and you walk over to somebody who is feeling low, don't tell me you don't know that you pour your energy to them and heal them and you walk away feeling bad, right? That's normal. We are all radiators and drains in our life through one week to another. So it's safe to say, and I believe this, that if this crystal is vibrating at a high level and this crystal that I'm wearing, I've worked with through clients, needs to be energized or strengthened or cleared, then this crystal has a higher vibration than this one. Therefore, it makes sense to put this crystal on that crystal. And instantly, you can see the energy being pulled into the little crystal. The big crystal is giving the little crystal energy. It is now transforming, it's working its magic, it's blasting, and it will then vibrate at the very same energy as the more powerful crystal. Right? Makes sense. That's how I see it, and it works because I can feel in one hour, in one day, I can pick this crystal back up and it will feel exactly like it did before it did the work. So that is another way you can cleanse and strengthen crystals, okay? Energize them, purify them, whatever you believe the word you want to use. The other thing you can do as well, which is a very beautiful thing, is like I showed you with the oils. All the oils, all my oils here, which is the Moldavite oil, this is abundance oil, this is cleansing oil, this is healing oil, and this is sacred oil. When you pick a crystal up and you feel that you want to cleanse it or add it or energize it, if this crystal to me feels like I want to, within myself as well, and within this crystal, I want to put abundance into this crystal, I want to put strength and power into it, I would be looking at abundance oil. If I want to use this crystal to work with me and help people heal, I would look at the healing oil. If I'm looking at doing more spiritual work, heightened work, I'd be looking at the Moldavite oil, and then I would rub that on and then just place that somewhere on another crystal that is a very, very beautiful balanced crystal. And this clear quartz is always my best friend. In fact, all my crystals on the website, if I take a photograph of them, they're always of this beautiful crystal because it's my best friend. It isn't an old crystal, as you can see, because you just need to have a look at the points. They're very small. But it's a fresh, lovely and powerful energy. So I would then take this crystal and put it inside there after I put my oil on it and leave it there for a day or two. I would know when it feels right. I would instinctively feel that if after half an hour it's cleansed and cleared, I would know. I would just feel it. How do you know when a crystal is cleansed and cleared? You just know. If you have a second thought, then it's not clear. But if you go to it and pick it up and it just feels right, then you know it's clear. That's called listening to your gut instinct, your higher self. If your mind kicks in and brings fear into it that you think, oh, I'm not so sure if that's ready, then that is what this is saying, it's not ready. But you think it's your mind questioning, but it isn't. It's your heart or your higher self. Always listen to your gut instinct. And if you don't know how to listen to it, always remember what I've just said. If you have a doubt, then that doubt could possibly be, or very strongly be, that it's not ready yet. So listen to that. So, taking another crystal, I'll take this crystal and I'll take my Palo Santo. You can use, if you don't buy Palo Santo from my website, which is beautiful and easy to burn, as you can see. Really easy to burn, and then blow out and look at the smoke. The smoke is the important bit. So this is Palo Santo. You would do this for 3 minutes, okay? Okay, so if you don't have that, you get your stick, your Palo Santo stick. This is where it becomes a little bit challenging, guys, because the Palo Santo wood sticks don't give off enough smoke. That's the problem, and you need to blast it with smoke. Okay, so this is right, it's gone out already. So it's a real challenge with the sticks. That's why my sticks are amazing, because they kick out the smoke all the time of the Palo Santo. That's what you need to do. Drown it in Palo Santo, okay? Once I've done that with the Palo Santo for 3 minutes, I will then take this and either put it into rice or put it into sage. I just stick it into sage and leave it in there. That's another way you can cleanse and clear and keep it fresh all the time. So sometimes I'll have my beautiful quartz crystal, amethyst or pyrite or whatever big crystal I have, and I will feel the need to put it in either one of those, or I'll feel the need to put it in this rice, or feel the need to put it into sage. It always depends on the circumstance that you are going through at any given moment. The other way to cleanse and clear crystals, and you've all asked me this before, can you cleanse and clear crystals with sea salt and water? Always making sure, guys, that your water is boiling hot, okay? You're trying to mimic the sea. You're trying to mimic the sea. If you can get sea salt direct from the sea, that's the best way. So this is going to be boiling hot. Always try to get wood spoons so you're not interfering at all with any kind of metals, okay? Mix together till it's all dissolved. Once it's dissolved, you take your crystal and you put it inside. Always remembering never to put the water where the bonding clasp is, because all clasps have some kind of glue normally. I have to glue mine unless it's clasped in a way which is holding it like that by the silver or the gold. But the only problem with that, as a lot of you know, is that when a crystal like a ring is mounted and then it's holding in by the claw, sometimes that claw can twist or break and then your crystal comes out. So That's different. You can put the whole ring in then when it's on like a claw mounting and there's no glue on there. But always remember, guys, you know, that people say to me, can I wear it in the shower? Why do you want to wear it in the shower? It's only going to cause more of an issue to the bounding, the clasp. So just take it off for that. So as you can see, clearly see here, this clasp, the mounting in silver isn't being interfered with. So now I would fill this up to roughly where the mounting is, but not so that it would get water in there. This is another amazing way to cleanse and clear. However, do your studying and homework. There's certain crystals that don't like to be in water, okay? Especially if they're very, very absorbent crystals, okay? Most crystals, no problem at all. Can you do that with Moldavite? Yes, I used to do it many times. Okay, so that's another way. Interestingly enough, what I really love to do sometimes is put energy into the crystal when I am working with sound therapy. So, it doesn't matter what sound therapy. You take a crystal and put it over the top. Oh, it's a bit sissy that, isn't it? No, it's not. It's vibration, it's energy, and it is pouring into the crystal. And that is sound frequency. Frequency changes the energy of crystals to a higher vibration. So don't think this is airy-fairy. It's not. Science, NASA, they all know that sound frequency heals. They don't tell you that. They don't want to tell you that. But frequency heals. It changes the whole structure of your body, of the crystal that is within you, and you are the crystal. So this is what I would do. Oof, it's beautiful. Gently placing the crystal over the top. So that's another way. Any kind of beautiful music that you play, take your crystal and put it next to the speaker or on the speaker. Another amazing way to put good vibration into your crystal. So guys, the other side of this is, what is it that I want to put into the energy of this crystal? So if I was to take, for instance, this crystal, which is a beautiful healing crystal, if I want to energize this crystal to a high vibration with more about connecting to the spirit world, connecting myself to my psychic abilities and power, I would take this crystal, rub some, say, sacred oil on, and then place it on an amethyst. If I say wanted a crystal like this little agate, and I want to put good energy of abundance into that crystal, I would rub my abundance oil onto it and then put it onto the pyrite for abundance energy. So crystals heal crystals and help crystals like humans help humans. As long as the energy of the crystal, like this one, is always at a good energy level, then you can always use it. So if you need to energize this crystal, then you can do the same as put it outside into the sunlight, direct sunlight. Even if you don't have a lot of sun, if it's outside in the sunlight, in the sun, just a normal day, it will energize. Trust me, it will. Mother Nature will energize it. So this is just a snippet of how I would cleanse and clear crystals. I could go on all day, which I do in the Pure Energy Healing Academy course. This is only a 10 or 15 minute workshop, and a very fast one. I would go into much more detail if you were here with me all day. But these are just a few ways that might help you along your journey with crystals. I want to finalize all of this and ask you a question. Do I need all of these to energize my crystal? I just want to ask you that question. Have a think. You're right, you don't. The most powerful crystal healer in the world is you. And I think one of the most powerful ways to always keep your crystal energized is this way. When you are 100% feeling great and happy, when you are in the company of people who are making you laugh, I want you to always remember this. Take your crystal in your hand and laugh and have fun and have a joke and feel amazing. And when you feel amazing, no matter how you feel, whether it's meditation, whether it's Ajahns new mantras, whatever it is, take that crystal and hold it in your hand, because I promise you, you are the most powerful healer, cleanser of crystals in this world. More powerful than any of these. And once that's done, leave your crystal be, and then it's charged and ready for you when you need its energy. That's how beautiful and easy it is. So I hope you enjoyed this little workshop. I had fun. I really enjoyed sharing this with you, and maybe one day you might come to the Pure Energy Healing Academy here on the beautiful magical mountain top of Mijas Pueblo, and you might join me for a 4-day intensive beautiful Pure Energy Healing Crystal course. Go to my website markbajerski.com, and you know that every single crystal, every course that I do, every product that I have is all done with love and pure energy. Have a great day, guys. Thank you for always believing in me, and thank you for the laughs. Thank you for the fun. Love you all. And that's it. Time for more chocolate and time to work now. I'm off to work. Have a great day, guys. Take care.